Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to another episode of Keigo Moriyama Photography. And today, as I have promised in the previous video, I want to show you a little bit better the pictures that these days I took with the Hasselback by Escura. As you probably have noticed, I'm not that good at scanning and putting on the video the picture. So in order to show you the real quality of the picture itself, I decided to take this video where I will show you some portraits and some not portraits and some failure that I had, because yeah, of course I'm testing now this prototype, and as I have told you in the previous video, I'm not actually using this adapter because my camera is the 500C, so my focusing screen is not a removable one. So let's have a look at these pictures, and I will divide them by subject. So let's see, first of all, the portrait one. Okay, so let's start with the portrait one, and I had two different sessions for the portraits, and the first one with my friend Lorenzo, and another one with my friend Ken, of the Kensan TV channel. So for the one that I took with Lorenzo, let's say that in general the results is pretty satisfying. We tested the camera together in order to figure out which one is the best way to focus, considering that I don't have the possibility to use the adapter. And we figured out that for a distance of about 7 feet, we usually focus on 1 feet, 2 feet behind the subject. When instead is closer, just 1 feet is enough. On the other hand, when the distance is a little bit far away from the subject, like this one, we tend to focus definitely more. So we had here a distance of about 13 feet, and then with my 150 millimeter camera I turn all the way to 32 feet distance, and that allow us to have pretty nice pictures in focus. On the closest we saw that it was a little bit more difficult for us to come back with the proper focus, and we had some let me take here. We have some cases where the focus was not proper. For the last one here, we tried our best to see how far we can go to focus, and actually the distance was about 50 feet, but of course it's too much, and as you know, we lose the infinite focus. Some mistake during the shooting, of course, with some picture out of focus, but yeah, that's pretty normal, I feel. And as I was saying, when we are going closer, on the other hand, the result is pretty nice. Let's say that the actual distance was about 7 feet, and then I try to focus on 8 or 9 feet distance, so that the subject was, as you can see, sharp and in focus. I had chance to use the camera. As you can see here, this is the first shot that one of the first shot then I did together with this one, and I was using in this case the 250mm as well as the 500 cm Hasselback camera that allow you to use the adapter, so the focusing part is definitely easier. And here instead I was taking the picture of my friend Ken, and again I try to focus about 8 to 9 feet, and unfortunately it's not really sharp, but I feel like the result is still decent, and the picture is can be easily taken. Then another group of pictures that I took is the flower one. I really took a lot, honestly, and not only at the Shinjuku Mai, but also trying to going around my house. I had some failure here. The picture, honestly, this time the exposure was not the best. As well, here was a little bit too dark, because I was trying to see if I could recap the focusing, putting one step up the the aperture of the camera. I had half good results, because unfortunately I start turning the knob, so I had to I had the first part that was not exposed. I had some really dark one, unfortunately, and I didn't have any flash. So here usually it's recommended to have an aperture of 11 to 16. I don't remember honestly which one I use here, but probably 5.7, something like that, and unfortunately it didn't went well. This one was pretty nice. It's not perfectly sharp, but I feel like it's an acceptable result. This flower here was really nice, as both composition as well as the sharpening, so I'm pretty happy with that. This one is part of a series that I did with my friend Ken, when I took his picture here, and I tried to catch up the best focusing, but unfortunately only this one came out pretty nice. This one unfortunately was not in focus. Then I had this one, the picture that I showed in the video yesterday. I had these three that are the one with the 50mm, and out of the three I feel like this is the best so far. It's a little bit small because again it's a 50mm, so and I couldn't go too close, as well as I try to keep kind of safe distance, because I already tried the 7 feet distance, and I saw that I was able to focus sharply. These two, I'm more happy for the results of this flower here, that they were around 12 feet distance with me. But I feel like, of course, there is still room for improvement. All of these three were taken inside. I feel like probably utilizing the flash can help a little bit. Then we had these photos taken outside, and definitely better than the color that you saw in the video yesterday. I'm extremely satisfied with the sakura cherry blossom here. Out of these four, I had this one a little bit out of focus, but because the flowers are really small, I feel like in general the composition is nice, and even if it's a little bit out of focus, you still can appreciate the picture. Better results with this one and this one too. I feel like in this case probably it's good to try to focus on an area where there are lots of flowers, so if you can't use the adapter like this one, you can try to focus on the flower that you are closer to you. So even if you, let's say, make a mistake in the focusing, you still have chance to get some of them in focus. So let's say you can save your shot. Similar approach I had here. This one still the sakura. This one was just a field full of this beautiful white and yellow flower. This was again focus at 13 feet, and after that I move to 32 and sharp, perfectly in focus. And here other flowers. Again, I feel like this type of pictures, especially having the flowers small, you can how can I say, come up with some good results, even if the photos are not always sharp and in focus. Not flower, but still nature. I tried to take some tree body and roots. This is the best one. It's a little bit dark on the video, but I can assure you that it's really nice. Probably I could do one step down in order to get a little bit more bright light here, but it's really sharp, and I really appreciate the results that I got here. A little bit less lucky for the remaining two. I try to focus with the 7 feet distance, move to 8.5, and unfortunately was not exactly the best results. I feel like I need to work a little bit more on better understand exactly how much I have to turn the lens focus ring. Then I tried something not nature related, and unfortunately the results were not good. I had these lights here, and I wanted the bokeh effect on the lights that I got here, and it's nice also the bokeh on the back. I was not lucky with this one instead, where the whole pole and the light become not in focus. Again, because it's a light picture, I feel like we can still consider it a valid one, but at least it was not the type of pictures that I want to take. Then this really dark one, unfortunately, these were in a temple, and I took one of the statue. You can probably see the shape here. This is sharp, but it's too dark, and my camera is not focusing. It's difficult for that. Okay, this one is a tree here, and the roof of a little temple. Again, even here I had probably to change the aperture and probably make allow a little bit of more light to come in. And this one was a post box, I don't know if I call it this way. I thought it was in focus, but unfortunately went out completely wrong. So these are the photos that I took, and again, pretty satisfied with lots of them. I noticed that one of the possible complaint is that because it's a manual ejection of the picture, you can still see some kind of effect due to the manual turning. Honestly, I had this issue only in the initial pictures. The latest that I took, I feel like they were pretty clear, and I didn't notice this this problem at all. You need to be constant, of course. So I understand at the beginning probably you can face up some of this situation here, but it's pretty easy to get used to, and having your instax coming out pretty clean. And that's all for me for today. I hope that through this video you could appreciate a little bit more the pictures that I took, the mistake that I made, and of course there's still room for improvement, and I still need to learn a lot, but it's absolutely funny to take this this picture with this camera, even if with the difficulties that I had at the beginning due to the focus, because again I cannot use the adapter. If you have some other question that you want to ask me about this camera, please let me know. I still have the Hasselback with me, so I will be happy to try to help you about that. That's all for me, and as usual, till next time, stay click. Bye.